Hi, my name is Kunal. I'm a recent graduate of UCLA where I studied economics and political science. I also served as the president of the UCLA Pre-Law Society, and I seriously started studying for my LSAT at the end of my junior year, but I decided to take a gap year and studied the summer before I took my LSAT. So when I first started preparing for the LSAT, I didn't know very much about the test, and I took my first practice test, and I scored in the low 150s. It was a 150 or 151, and the next practice test was very similar. Ultimately, I achieved a 168, and although my progress was slow and steady, I think my story definitely proves that um, progress and success is available to those who work hard at it. So towards the end of my junior year at UCLA, I took a blueprint course, and at the end of that course, I scored, my practice test scores increased to about a 160, 161. So although that was a significant improvement from where I started, I was still confident that I could increase it even more. And that's why I decided to take a gap year. In my senior year at UCLA, as the president of the Pre-Law Society, we hosted Justin an LSAT Engine to give an LSAT workshop. During this workshop, he went over conditional reasoning, and I instantly knew that I Justin's teaching style was right for me. And I also enjoyed learning about the unique features that LSAT Engine had to offer, specifically with the tailoring of a schedule towards my like study needs rather than the needs of a class of say like 30 or 40 students overall. And I believe that that scheduling was instrumental towards my LSAT success. So when I first began with practice testing at LSAT Engine, I was scoring in the high 150s. It was a little lower than what I was scoring the summer before, but I knew that I hadn't studied in the interim. So my initial incline was at first slow with LSAT Engine, but afterwards I noticed massive jumps. Towards my end of my practice testing with LSAT Engine, I scored in the mid 170s. My ultimate practice test score was albeit a little lower than that, but I was still happy with my final score. Another thing that was very instrumental was you sitting with down with me once every 2 weeks to like recalibrate that schedule.
Hmm.
Although it was based off of machine learning, and it did create a schedule that was right for me. You put like the final finishing touches on that schedule once every 2 weeks. Another thing that was very important to me was the ability to take so many practice sections and just drill those every day. I think just that brute force mechanism that LSAT Engine allowed was also crucial in that the instructional videos overall were much more condensed. So it wasn't like sitting through an hour-long video on one topic. You could like listen to a video for like 15, 20 minutes and get the key ideas that were enough without the filler to really stay focused and learn from that video. So I applied to 18 schools being the neurotic self that I am. So far I've received five acceptances. So Michigan earlier this week. I heard back from Duke from their priority track, UCLA, my alma mater, USC, our crosstown rival, and Vanderbilt. I've not received a no yet, so I'm still very optimistic on hearing back from more places for acceptances, and we'll see. The cycle has been great to me so far, and I'm really excited to see where it ends. So I would say start off as early as possible, at least a year and a half to 2 years before you want to take that test and before you know you'll be ready to apply. Even if you start off a little late and you're not seeing the progress you want to see, don't be afraid if you're right out of like if you're still in university to take like a gap year. Because one, you could focus more on your grades and then worry about the LSAT right after. And don't be afraid to brute force it. Like if you're taking a summer off, seriously, like for me, what helped was not doing work during that period of time and just drilling and drilling LSAT sections every day, and that really was a key factor in my success. I think besides the unique scheduling for each LSAT Engine student, there were a bunch of intangibles that I believe really contributed to my success. One of those intangibles was, of course, you, Justin. So after every couple of weeks, you saw how much work I was putting into LSAT Engine, and you sat down with me to recalibrate my schedule and put in the finishing touches. And I feel that really helped me achieve the next level in my score. Another aspect that I felt was very important was the videos. So I've seen many LSAT videos, and some of them could be like an hour long, but LSAT Engine's videos were very compact for like 15, 20 minutes per topic, and that let me stay focused in on the topic and alert and really absorb that material well.